What is the stingiest thing that you have seen a family member do? 1. When I was 14, my aunt pulled me aside at Christmas dinner to privately give me a gift. It was stock certificates to a phone company conglomerate. She told me that she, as an adult, would hold on to them since I was a minor. And when it was time for me to pay for college, she would cash them in to help me out. But I was not to tell all my other cousins so that they wouldn't get jealous. She did the same to 5 of my cousins with the same certificates. Needless to say, she denied that she had bought any stock for me when I asked her to cash them so I could apply the dollar to my college tuition. While talking with one of my cousins about what happened, she told me that our aunt also gave her stock but held on to them. We checked with the other 4 cousins and same story. As a group, the 6 of us confronted her in front of my mother and her mother. My aunt denied it and claimed all 6 of us were lying. We weren't but couldn't prove it. As years went on, she did other bad things, including getting caught by one of the cousins stealing my grandfather's coin collection. That cousin ratted her out, but again, the aunt got away with it. She had grown up spoiled and got away with shit since she was little, and that never changed. When she died, the 6 of us refused to go to her funeral. Oh, and my uncle found the stock certificates in her bank security box when he went to close it out. Too late by then. 2. In 1960 my mom was 14 and an only child. And she was poor. Often the pantry was empty, not always because of a lack of money but because her mom ate well at her work cafeteria and wasn't concerned about her child at home. My mom had 2 outfits and 1 pair of shoes to wear year-round. Being a young woman and concerned about her appearance, she decided to do something about it. She found a roll of fabric stuffed under the sewing machine. She painstakingly made herself a single shirt out of it. She'd had no training except for home EC. When her mom came home and saw her proudly wearing it, she wasn't pleased to see her taking initiative. She wasn't ashamed that she didn't provide for her daughter. She glared at her and snapped, "I might have needed that fabric for something." 3. My stepfather adopted me after telling me he would make my life fucking hell if I didn't tell the judge I wanted him to. So, this meant that he was the one who had control of everything. High school graduation time came and I knew it was either go to college and there was no rent to pay or get a full-time job and pay rent, which I was fine with. I had wanted to go to school to be a music teacher, but I needed a few more credits, so community college was the next step. Did everything I had to do and all he had to do was send in the check. I went to the college to confirm my classes and such and I was informed they had no payment. I saw the check, Mom saw the check, it just never got mailed like he swore it did. When I got home to talk to him about it, he swore up and down that it was sent and cashed, so I asked him to show me the proof it was cashed. Of course I got the "I don't have to prove shit to OU" speech. He accused me of calling him a liar and so on and told me that if I didn't want to go to school, fine, but I had to get a job and pay him back for the tuition he lost plus rent. Needless to say, I moved out not that long after turning 18. He ruined it for me. 4. In the early 2000s when one of my nephews was about 14, as most youngsters do, he was looking forward to Christmas. He was pleased with all his gifts except one. It came from a quite wealthy uncle and aunt. On the other side of the family, I'm happy to say. They gave him a bobblehead dog intended as a car ornament and it had seen better days. It showed at least a few years of wear and tear, and possibly many years. I think we were all pretty disgusted, although we tried not to show it. If it had been brand new, it might just have passed the muster as a jokey kind of gift for a kid who was old enough to drive but not the state this thing was in, and not for a kid in his early teens. That wasn't the end of the story.